What if the future of transportation isn't electric cars or flying taxis, but something wild, something unexpected, something alive? On April 5th, 2025, Kawasaki Industries stunned the world at the Osaka Expo by unveiling Corio, a rideable hydrogen-powered robot that moves not on wheels or tracks, but on 4 mechanical legs, like a living creature. This isn't just an impressive concept. It's a glimpse into a whole new category of mobility, blending robotics, bio-inspired design, and sustainable energy. And honestly, it might be one of the coolest things we've ever seen. Let's break it down. Corio isn't your average robot. It doesn't walk like a humanoid or crawl like a machine dog. It runs, leaps, and balances like a living animal. Kawasaki didn't just build a robot, they engineered a mechanical creature. The concept was clearly inspired by the way animals move through the world, especially horses and mountain goats. From the moment Corio steps forward, you can feel the difference. It doesn't clunk along like a machine. It glides, adjusts, and reacts to terrain with fluid precision. Watching it move is like seeing nature and engineering collide in real time. And here's the kicker. It's designed to carry a human. Yes, this is a rideable robot. Corio is powered by a 150cc 20-horsepower hydrogen engine. But instead of using that energy to drive wheels, it generates electricity that powers 4 independent motors, 1 in each leg. Think of it as an off-road EV, but with legs instead of tires. Why legs? Because wheels have limits. Even the most rugged off-road vehicles struggle in certain environments: steep inclines, loose rocks, snow, mud. Legs, on the other hand, can step, balance, and adapt in real time. Corio's legs are a mechanical masterpiece. Each one is equipped with flexible suspension systems that absorb shock and adjust on the fly. It can climb hills, step over rocks, and even maintain stability on icy or uneven surfaces. In a world where terrain can change by the meter, Corio's agility could be a game changer. But what really sets Corio apart are its hooves. Instead of wheels or flat feet, Corio uses split rubber hooves modeled after animals like horses, goats, and mountain sheep. These hooves aren't just aesthetic. They're loaded with pressure sensors and grip adjusters. That means Corio can feel the ground beneath it: gravel, sand, snow, wet grass, and adjust its traction in real time. It's almost like having a built-in suspension and traction control system in every limb. The materials used are also crucial. The rubber is non-slip, designed to keep grip even in the slipperiest conditions. Engineers studied how animals maintain traction on steep surfaces and worked to replicate that behavior through mechanical design. If you've ever seen a goat standing confidently on a vertical cliff face and thought, "How is that even possible?" That's the kind of agility Kawasaki is chasing. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let's clarify something important. Many of the jaw-dropping clips you've seen of Corio running, jumping, and galloping across epic landscapes, those are CGI animated simulations. But don't let that disappoint you. This is exactly how robotics prototypes are tested, visualized, and pitched. Companies often build out detailed renderings and motion studies before the physical product is ready for public demos. The point isn't whether it exists right this second, but whether it can exist. And based on everything we've seen in robotics recently, it absolutely can. In a world moving rapidly toward electric batteries, you might wonder, why hydrogen? Hydrogen fuel cells offer some distinct advantages. They're lightweight, refill quickly, and provide a longer operating range compared to traditional lithium-ion batteries. For a mobile platform like Corio, where weight and endurance are critical, hydrogen makes perfect sense. Kawasaki claims Corio can run for 150 minutes on a full tank, with a range of up to 150 miles depending on terrain. That opens up serious possibilities, not just for fun rides, but for search and rescue, remote transport, or military use. Design-wise, Corio is stunning. The body has sleek curves like a jet ski, combined with the mechanical posture of a robotic beast. The result is something that looks fast, powerful, and oddly graceful, even when standing still. It's one of those designs that instantly says, "I want to ride that." It taps into the same cultural fantasy that made things like speeder bikes in Star Wars or mechs in Ghost in the Shell so iconic. So here's the big question. Will Corio ever hit the market? We don't know yet. Right now, it's a concept, something to wow audiences, test reactions, and gauge public interest. But based on the insane level of attention it got online, there's clearly demand. The social media explosion after its reveal showed people are fascinated by this idea, riding a robot mount that can go where cars can't. And while today's version might be a prototype, tomorrow's could be a consumer product. We've seen this story before. Boston Dynamics started with dancing robots. Now Spot the Robot Dog is doing industrial inspection work around the world. Let's dream for a second. Imagine where Corio, or robots like it, could take us in the future. Ecotourism. Ride through forests, mountains, or deserts without tearing up the terrain like ATVs do. Search and rescue. Navigate through rubble or natural disaster zones where vehicles can't go. Military scouting. Deploy autonomous units with silent, stable movement. Futuristic commutes. Imagine hopping on a Corio to glide over tough terrain on your way to a remote cabin. The use cases are almost endless, limited only by our imagination and how quickly the tech matures. What Corio really represents is something deeper, a shift in how we think about movement. Wheels and wings have served us well, but they aren't the only way. Sometimes looking back to nature gives us the blueprint to leap forward. Rideable legged robots might seem like science fiction today, but so did smartphones, self-driving cars, and private rockets not too long ago. Corio may not be ready for the road yet, but it's part of a bigger wave of robotic innovation that is coming. Faster than you think. So, what do you think? Is Corio just a cool idea, or is it the start of a whole new class of machines? Personally, I love it. I think we need more bold, futuristic designs that spark the imagination. Not everything needs to be practical on day one. Some things just need to be cool enough to inspire engineers, dreamers, and designers to make them real. And honestly, if Kawasaki ever builds a working version, I'm first in line.